Actor's day selling at a local market after retiring from acting. Someone asked me, after acting for so many years, isn't it a pity to give it up? I love acting, but when you repeatedly encounter roles you finally get, meticulously prepare, familiarize yourself with the character, thoroughly understand the script, and undergo training on set, only to be replaced just before filming begins, you gradually lose that passion. There's nothing wrong with setting up a stall. At first, I didn't know what to sell, so I just stocked a little of everything. It's an unavoidable process.
宝宝们
Fans, I haven't been filming for a long time. Since last winter, I felt like there were fewer and fewer roles. I thought it was just me, but when I asked my friends, it seemed like everyone was struggling to find work. Many of my friends have also left Hengdian. I was particularly anxious recently, struggling to make ends meet, so I decided to ease the burden by giving up my apartment in the complex that I'd been renting for almost 2 years and moving to a smaller apartment. Hengdian World Studios was once hailed as China's Oriental Hollywood, enjoying immense popularity. Countless extras with dreams of stardom flocked from all over the country, hoping to seize the opportunity to become famous. But with the overall decline of the film and television industry, Hengdian's prosperity is now a thing of the past. Let's rewind to more than 10 years ago. That was Hengdian's heyday. Hundreds of film crews started shooting simultaneously every day, each requiring a large number of extras. Back then, extras' income wasn't low. A typical extra could earn several hundred RMB a day, easily several thousand RMB a month. Because of this, the Hengdian-style line-flat lifestyle became a unique way of life. However, times have changed and Hengdian's glory has gradually faded. In 2024, news shocked the extras community. The minimum hourly wage for extras had dropped from $2.20 to $2. The situation is even more dire now. The number of film crews starting shooting in Hengdian has drastically decreased. Big productions have been scaled back, low-budget projects have become the mainstream, and wildly popular short dramas have replaced traditional long dramas. Short dramas are shorter, have smaller casts, and tighter budgets, naturally squeezing extras' income. Many are only earning minimum wage. After deducting transportation and meal expenses, many extras have almost nothing left.
我摊牌了
I'm coming clean. Being an actor is really tough right now. Many actors in Hengdian are currently in a phase of having no work, going days without a single role. Hello everyone, I'm Shen Yang, a drifting actress in Hengdian. Being an actor now isn't just about focusing on improving your acting skills, studying and refining your craft every day, and trying to make your characters more complete and nuanced. It's not like that. Those days of burying your head in hard work are over. The demands on actors are much higher now. Blogger Shen Ying gave an example. When casting lead roles, the production team first looks at a number of actors' fans. Only those with a certain number of fans are eligible to apply. Otherwise, they don't even qualify. Therefore, many new actors are willing to act for free to secure a lead role. When casting for productions, crews also consider whether an actor had starred in a hit drama. If not, their chances of being selected are significantly reduced. This leads to polarization. Actors with higher popularity are more likely to get roles in hit projects, while actors lacking internet traffic find it hard to get opportunities, and naturally it's harder for them to have representative work.
就现在这个行业早就已经不是
The industry is no longer what everyone imagines, especially now with the emergence of AI. The impact on actors is unimaginable. Of course, this excludes top-tier hit-making actors because the impact on them is negligible. But for ordinary actors like us, we really have to survive in the cracks.
我们真的是夹缝当中生存。
The blogger said that she had filmed several dramas in Hengdian before. At that time, her impression was that there were many production crews and many opportunities there. But this time, her visit to Hengdian completely changed her perspective. Hengdian is now a highly competitive market, with fewer and fewer drama crews available, while the number of actors scrambling for opportunities continues to grow. She finally landed a role in a production, and the director even cast her as a female lead. She was overjoyed, feeling incredibly lucky. So she casually asked about the budget, only to be stunned by the director's answer. The entire drama's budget was a mere $150. She exclaimed that this meant at least 5 days of filming, working over 15 hours a day, and the incredibly low pay was unimaginable. But if she refused, the director might never want to work with her again, leaving her in a dilemma.
还是拍戏赚大钱。
The saying, filming is still the most lucrative profession. What kind of money do you make from filming? You really don't understand. Do you know how many actors there are in China? There are 1 million actors in China, not counting staff. Everyone thinks filming is the most lucrative profession, but where can you make that much money? Where does that kind of money come from? The real money is in the so-called millions or tens of millions of RMB per project, which is no more than 100. That means only 1 in 100,000 will succeed, so actors don't earn as much as you imagine. Let me tell you the truth, the worst thing about being an actor these days isn't not having any roles, it's that you're filming, but you're getting poorer and less valuable. Today, you film a short drama and earn a few dozen yuan a day. Tomorrow, you'll be doing extra work. There's work every day and it looks busy, but at the end of the year, you can't save much money. The older you get, the fewer opportunities there are, and many people just drift along like this, wasting their lives. It's not that they don't try, it's that they started off on the wrong path. Truly smart actors have long since stopped randomly running around to different productions. They're all taking control of their own destiny. Delivering takeout is too shameful. How can an actor do such a thing? Those were the words I heard most often before I started delivering food. Today, I'll talk about what I went through before I started delivering food. Actually, it wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision, but a carefully considered choice. The first thing I faced was the direct pressure of making a living. No acting jobs meant no income, and the feeling of being in debt kept me up at night. Living in anxiety every day, I had to keep myself busy. The idle image that my acting profession gave me became insignificant in the face of survival. Actor Yu Chin-bin said that compared to economic pressure, what was harder to bear was the emotional gap, and what tormented him the most was his face. At first, he didn't dare tell his family about his situation, and he was afraid of being seen by classmates, colleagues, and friends. He was even more worried that if the girl he liked found out, her impression of him would plummet. He even considered lying to acquaintances, saying he was experiencing life for a role. Ultimately, he was afraid of being seen as a failure, afraid of others seeing him in such a pathetic state. This inner conflict simply wasn't about putting aside pride, but about making a difficult farewell to his past identity. But once he actually took the step, many things became clearer, and he couldn't worry about much else. His goal became very simple, to deliver a few more orders each day. His heart gradually calmed down, and he felt that life should be like this. The blogger said that she works as a makeup artist on a film set, but she hasn't been able to join the crew for over 40 days. Friends, in the film and television industry, whether you're an actor or working behind the scenes, how long has it been since you received a role? Actually, I did get offers, but the payments were just too low. It was in half. I've been working on film sets for over 20 years, and I simply couldn't accept such low prices. So I turned them down. Setting up, let's see what's going on. Hello everyone, I'm Xiaolong. I've been filming TV dramas for nearly 20 years, but I haven't had a serious role in a long time. Now, my main job is selling cold drinks at a street stall. No matter how much money I make, I feel very grounded every day. If any fans happen to meet me, I'll treat you to ice cream. Today is November 6th and I haven't worked this month. Do you guys think actors make a lot of money? Actually, in any industry, if you reach the top and become one of the best, then you definitely make money. But those are a very small minority. Most people are still ordinary working at the bottom. Sometimes I'm even embarrassed to say I'm an actor, and probably just an extra. No work, being rejected every day. It's definitely a bit anxiety-inducing.
但你这一天又一天的，就是会很焦虑。
The masses have all switched to watching short videos because short videos have fundamentally changed the structure of viewers' attention. Think about it, someone who's gotten used to a stimulating moment every 15 seconds and a story told in 30 seconds. If you ask them to sit down and watch a 2-hour movie or binge watch a 40-50 episode TV series, their stamina is gone. Like now, when I watch a short drama, I almost want to watch it at double speed. The most ironic thing is that those who truly have the ability to create good content and are most likely to bring back viewers are precisely the ones most easily eliminated in this round of reshuffling. Because now the logic going forward isn't about who can produce the best work, but rather who has the lowest cost, the least risk, and is least likely to go wrong. I'm not trying to discourage actors, but 90% of actors will be eliminated. Previously, platforms offered more money and more dramas, so as long as you were an actor who could deliver lines smoothly, you wouldn't have to worry about getting roles. But now, after this major reshuffle, without big traffic and not being a top star, actors who aren't willing to lower their prices really won't get any roles. Now that platforms don't guarantee minimum pay, production companies and investors won't invest that much money. Everyone is trying to reduce costs and gamble on chances. So, the actors you use either have low prices or bring their own funding. Many actors need to consider their future, whether to persevere or change careers. This time, it's a villain role again, so I'm prepared to be criticized again. Actually, I can accept criticism, even criticizing the character is okay. But many people not only criticize the character, but they also criticize the actor. They think, you're just playing yourself, otherwise you couldn't have acted so well. You can only act like this if you're true to yourself. Look at your face, it's so vicious, you're just a villain. Honestly, I'm speechless at comments like that. You don't know? These days you say you want to act, but what are you going to do if there are no roles? It's not just us, many film and television actors are out of work. That's just the way things are. Times have changed. In the past, movies and TV dramas were everywhere. Now it's short dramas on the internet, and people watch them on their phones when they have free time. Now everyone's making short dramas for fun, and you still don't have any roles, so everyone's idle, there's no other way. Actually, it's not easy for us either. My throat was hoarse all day yesterday. That's life, there's nothing we can do. Hengdian is a town with a lying-flat characteristic. You guys probably all know that. I've been in Hengdian for 2 months, and as an extra, I can't get any roles because my physique makes it difficult to get a role. I'm lying flat. As a team leader, I'm also lying flat to this because there's no work. Brothers, I've reactivated my actor's certificate. Brothers, if we really can't get any roles, we'll just be extras, right? If you can't hold on to your peak, then go back to where you started. Just do it. A 41-year-old male actor unable to receive his wages after 3 months of filming posts a video seeking help. Yes, I was the director of both of these productions. Actually, I was asked to direct these 2 productions and I only performed the directing duties. The actors' salaries and the staff wages were paid by the producer. These 2 productions were quite difficult. At the time, it was a very challenging process for me to get my wages, as well as those for my camera crew and lighting technician from the producer. I finally got my back payment for the short drama production team. I'll share how I got my wages this time. Actually, the payment was overdue by more than a month. When I last inquired, the reason given was that the platform hadn't paid the production company, so they couldn't get their payment and couldn't settle our accounts. Originally, I thought that since the industry was in a slump, we should be understanding and wait. But recently, I heard a group chat with agents that the current owner of this company has disappeared and is involved in many production teams, not just this one, so the actors' payments may very well become bad debt. The blogger thought that since the other party wasn't paying, she had no choice but to take the initiative to protect her rights. So she posted a message on WeChat Moments stating that she was demanding unpaid wages on behalf of all the crew members, and that if payment wasn't received within a week, she would sue the responsible party. Since most of the people in her WeChat Moments knew each other, the other party clearly didn't want to escalate the situation and damage their reputation. As a result, shortly after she posted her message, the other party immediately messaged her privately, saying they would transfer the money the next day and requesting that she remove the post from her moments. The blogger commented that in a similar situation, one must bravely stand up and actively fight for one's rightful rights. I haven't had any filming for 3 days, so I'm thinking of leaving. It's not that I can't make money, it's just that I feel like I become useless if I stay any longer. These past 3 days I've been waiting for announcements in the group chat almost every day, waiting from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., afraid that I'd be too slow and miss out on signing up. Yesterday I couldn't stay awake until 2 a.m. and went to sleep, only to find out this morning that an announcement had been posted at 3 a.m. I checked my phone dozens of times, but there were still no announcements, just a waste of time. A few days ago, I finally had a scene to film. We filmed all night, waited, did makeup touch-ups, and practiced positioning, and filming didn't finish until 3 a.m. Friends who haven't found a job, don't be anxious, because nobody has found a job. I've been looking for a job in Shenzhen for a long time, and I had some interviews, but they were not suitable. Then I thought about how hard it is to find a job in Shenzhen, and many people online said the same thing. So I tried looking in other cities, but it was the same everywhere. I switched to Tianjin, and many netizens there said they couldn't find work. I switched to Guiyang, and people there also said they couldn't find work. I switched to Shanghai, and people there still said they couldn't find work. Brothers in Hengdian, have you gotten any acting jobs lately? I haven't had any projects lately. There haven't been many projects in Hengdian lately. My rent was due tomorrow. I was planning to move out after finishing this month's work, but the weather is so cold and it's raining now. I thought about it and decided to extend it for another month. Actually, in Hengdian, it's really tough not having any projects. You have nowhere to go and it's not fun here.
玩也不好玩。
That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, or share it with a friend. We appreciate your support and we'll see you next time.